September 29, 2009. 09, 29, 2009. 2 2s, 2 zeros, and 3 9s. Do you realize the significance of that? As far as the numbers, I have no idea what the numbers mean and there's any significance to that whatsoever. However, I do know that today is significant because it's the day that you get to turn your business online into a money-making, profit-boosting machine. I'm Coach Deb, and I want to tell you a little bit about the circle of profit. You've heard about the circle of life. If you've ever watched The Lion King, whether on Broadway or in the movie theaters, you've seen what the circle of life is all about. And the significance about the circle of life is that there's certainty. There's certainty that there's life and death, and there's a circle there. There's a cycle that cannot be broken. It's a certainty. We can count on it. But there's also another circle that successful business owners count on, and it's called the circle of profit. And this circle of profit also has a certainty. There's a certainty for successful business owners who are doing the right things online that gives them this circle of profit. They do certain things, they get a certain result, something else happens, a consequence, the system's turned on, it continues to bring more profit, that profit yields this, and it's a continual cycle of the things that they decide to do in this step that gives them the result in this area of the circle, and that catapults their success to the point where the RPM of their success is accelerated above those who are not executing this circle of profit. Now, this circle of profit that I'm talking about for business owners is really only reserved for the 1%ers. The 1%ers who are making it big. They are doing things differently online. If you've ever asked that question, well, why does so-and-so make it? And is it luck? Is it that they were born into it? Did they have an inheritance? And I'm here to tell you, no. The top internet marketers out there weren't given any sum of money to start their business and say, here you go and double that and triple that. They all started, they all struggled, they kept persevering until they discovered this cycle of profit. And they just repeated again and again and again, and it allows the rich to get rich. And unfortunately, there's another cycle and another circle, and that's where the poor get poorer. And that circle, for the 99%ers, is called the rat circle or the rat wheel. It's a circle, right? Unfortunately, it just keeps, spinning and spinning and spinning, and this rat just keeps going and going and going on this, and they get nowhere, right? They keep going and going and going, but they're not going anywhere. If you've ever had a hamster, I had a little teddy bear hamster, very fluffy, not like a rat, because they were fluffy and they had fur. But I would watch this hamster in there, and as cute as this fluffy little teddy bear hamster was, I just thought how insane to keep going on that. And it's why I cannot use a treadmill. I cannot use a treadmill because I feel like I'm just walking to nowhere. I keep walking and walking and walking, I'm going nowhere. Does anybody not realize this on the treadmill? Okay, so sorry for the rant, but I have some pet peeves and hang-ups. But think about it. In our business, how many of us are doing that same thing? We're either on that treadmill of work, we're working on our website, installing things, updating things, finding things out, doing all this research, working, and we're busy all day from dawn to dusk, and we wonder, where are the profits? Where are the clients? Where's the cash? Where's the traffic? I'm doing all these things, I'm working, I'm on this cycle, come on, I'm doing it right. But we're not, because we're on the wrong cycle. We need to turn on the cycle and circle of profits. So that circle becomes a cycle that you just repeat again and again, and it actually gets you somewhere, right? It gets you more cash, more traffic, and that traffic gets you more clients. And those more clients get you more cash, and and it goes on and on and on. So today is the day that you get to join the 1%ers and be introduced to the QuanSite Revolution. QuanSite, the takeoff of Quan and Jerry Maguire, where you get the money, the love, the respect, the community, right? But it's also a takeoff of quantum physics. And you may have heard in the past that the shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line. Remember this, right? High school, we learn it again and again and again. This was drilled into our minds that the shortest distance between 2 points was a straight line. So that we make this assumption and our brains are actually programmed to think that we're here and we want to get here. We have to do something in a straight line, like a treadmill, and get to this point. Unfortunately, that's not the case online, especially in the year 2010. We're about to embark on that. And the people that are accelerating their profits and accelerating their success are actually doing something different with their time. And they're not going on that same rule of a line from one point to another. Instead, they're executing the QuanSite phenomenon, which is you're here at this point in time, and what happens is you do a certain thing, right? A certain set of things, and you push a button. What happens is there's an explosion of your efforts online that allows you to be at 5, 10, 12, 24 places online simultaneously, so that you're no longer going from one line to another. You're actually going from here all out there on the net, and you're exploding your internet presence without you having to do all the work, like the rat race and the rat wheel, right? So we want to introduce you right now to this QuanSite Revolution. And if you're ready to stop doing the things that you've always done and you want to get a different set of results, well, you need to do a different set of actions. You need to turn on a different system. And we're about to welcome you into a group of 1%ers, a group that's been doing things differently online, dominating the net, dominating SEO ranking above sites like The Secret, sites that are out there getting TV media traffic, and yet all they do is use this simple system and they dominate and they place ahead of them. So if that's something that you're ready to do, come and join us with this QuanSite Revolution, and I'll reveal this system to you today on 09/29/2009 right now, as we reveal this and open up our doors to, again, a 1% group, a certain amount of people, and then we're closing the doors. So if you're ready, put your name and email address on this page, and I'll see you in the next video, and we'll welcome you to the